So dear students, welcome back to Learners Hub. It's been a long time, and as we discussed in the class, we wanted to have some explanation on the common idioms which are there in our book. So as I have told you before also, some of the things I want to repeat here in the video. We never take idioms literally. I have repeatedly told you that when we tell the meaning of the idiom and use them in different sentences, we are supposed to not take them literally, right? We just have to take them contextually. That what is, so we have to take the similarity of context in terms of its meaning. Like here you can see in the picture, crack a book. So you can see this boy literally cracking the book actually. So what we mean, cracking the book means understanding the book, not literally breaking it. So as you remember, first 20 idioms on the list we have already done. So from 20th I am starting again. So can't judge a book by its cover. So this means taking something and judging something by its appearance. It can be a person, an object, or anything for that matter. Making judgments about something or someone on the basis of their appearance is not the right thing. So can't judge a book by its cover. Cover may be very impressive and book may not be that relevant, and vice versa. So for example of a sentence in this case, let's take this. Okay, Manoj bought a pair of shoes from Amazon looking at the impressive advertisement, but it turned out to be true that you can't judge a book by its cover, as the pair was not very good. So the next one is hear it on grapevine. So hear it on a grapevine means to hear some rumors about something. For example, I heard it on a grapevine that schools are going to reopen next week. So what we mean here is a rumor, not a factual information. The next one is it takes two to tango. This means actions or communication of a person. For example, if you have to clap, you need two hands for that. And now we have to transfer this context to some other situation, right? Okay, for example, we can take, let's say Parth and Gunottam had an altercation in the maths class with each other. So the teacher punished both of them, saying it takes two to tango. The next one is last straw, which means the final problem in a series of problems that you faced. For this we can take an example like you're building a science project together, right? So you have already faced number of series of problems, but in the end, at the last moment, there is a final problem. So what sentence can we make for this? So we can say that while building the project, we had already faced a lot of problems, but fixing the batteries was the last straw. The next one is to be in the doldrums. Here it means to feel low in your spirit. I mean to feel unwell, or maybe because to feel low because of some reason. So we can say with the announcement of final examination date sheet, some of the students were feeling in doldrums. So we are on number 25 now. The next one is to sit on the fence. Now fence is a divider, literally. So what it can mean here is between the two things, between the two people, or between the two spaces. Now if there is an altercation between two people, somebody who prefers to sit on the fence means the person is neutral in opinion. Like here in the picture we can see the two friends are fighting and their third friend does not want to take any favor with any one of them. For example, when there was an argument between let's say Jigmit and Priyanshu, Stanzin preferred to or chose to sit over the fence. Next is break the ice. which means to start or initiate a social communications, means to start a conversation or communication when nothing was being said or done. So for example, in the maths class, when students were silent for over 10 minutes, the teacher broke the ice by giving them a clue to solve the problem. So the 27th one is a bird's view or bird's eye view. This means to have a view from a very high point. Like bird, it flies over in the sky and then it can see all over the place. So what can we take here as an example? Sitting in the balcony of someone's 20th floor apartment gives a bird's eye view to look at the entire locality. So 28th is a litmus test. You may not be familiar with this, but litmus, there is a paper which comes with this name, litmus paper, to check the acidity of a liquid, right? So this is its chemistry meaning. But what we mean here metaphorically means in the idiom, what we mean to say is to test somebody with some kind of a proof. For example, voting, right? Election, which is going on right now. This is a litmus test of the political candidate. So 29th is at the drop of a hat, which means you have the willingness to do something without any trouble or delay. So the example given in the book itself is also good. She expects me to cook dinner at the drop of a hat, even when I'm very busy with my office work. The 30th idiom is afraid of one's own shadow. Now what it means is to be so easily frightened that you get afraid of your own shadow. So we can take an example of somebody who was attacked by a stray dog and got so scared that is now afraid of one's own shadow. So these were the idioms from number 20 to 30 in your list, and rest of the idioms we'll do in the next video.